scams are there everywhere, and it is also there here in Manila, Philippines. This video is all about all the tourist scams that's happening in Manila, Philippines. So speaking of scams, the first one is the airport or maybe cabs, taxi scams. This is a very common scam in any country that you go. The normal metered taxis, not just in Philippines but any country you go, be it Thailand or Malaysia, will charge you once they know you are a tourist. But there's a better solution. You can just take an app called Grab, download it before you even arrive Philippines, just use it. And mostly all the transactions are cash based, so it's pretty simple, and I don't think they'll actually scam you in Grab. So don't get fooled by all the metered taxis. They might tell you the prices are so cheap, they might tell you the prices beforehand, but in the end they'll overprice you, and that's a very common thing over here. Taxi scams, especially to the airport, coming from the airport, are the huge thing in Philippine Manila.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hand stained from the people who deceive me.
The second scam is a horse riding scam. When you go to places like Intramuros and Fort Santiago, which is such a beautiful part of entire Manila, in between all the busy Manila streets, you'll get a gist into the history of Spanish colonization in Philippines. But over there, you'll see beautiful horse chariots, and those are all used by all the tourists. They're called kalesa in local language. Yes, it might sound very fancy, but you know you are a tourist when you're going to take a horse ride, right? So yes, they might tell it's going to cost you so little, but in the end they're going to charge you so much. So the horse riding scam, the kalesa scam, is a huge thing over here. Be careful, because this is targeted only to tourists like you and me. The third scam is very common, guys. Money exchange. Filipino peso is not commonly used currency all over the world. It is not that famous also. So a lot of people might be thinking to convert the currency over here in the airport, but that's where the whole issue starts. The exchange rates are super expensive, and when someone tells you to exchange in local markets, think about it. They might tell you in a different price charges, they might even tell they have lower interest charges, but in the end you'll be scammed. I've heard a lot of people that they will show you the currency in a bunch, and they'll use a specific rubber band to stick the notes. So that you cannot blame yourself, or you cannot blame them fooling you. So exchange rate, money exchange rates is a huge scam over here. It's better to get to know the information before you arrive here. Maybe there are big companies which actually charge you a bit more, but they're authentic. You can do it over there. And the fourth scam of Philippine Manila is a tourist package scam. Manila is a city, but beyond Manila, you can go to other places like Cebu. And over here, a lot of fake tourist operators are still functioning. They are going to give you some attractive prices, huge discounts, but you can't even see the companies here. They won't even have a regular office. It's all purely based online. Just verify whether they have an authentic contact address over here before even signing up for that. It's better to come all the way here and do all the necessary things. So tourist operator scams are there anywhere. It is also there in Manila, Philippines. This is not a scam, but it's happening everywhere in the world. You'll see a lot of kids, especially in Philippines, coming all the way to you, running towards you, talking to you, being friendly, asking money. That is where the another thing happens, pickpocketing. Pickpocketing is a huge thing over here. Apart from France, a lot of people said Manila has a huge history of pickpocketing. Lot of reasons for that. People are unemployed. You see people on the roads, and when you see kids running around towards you, mostly they are friendly, but at the same time, just be aware of your surroundings. Don't carry huge cash or expensive things. Carry light, carry less, and yes, be careful, because this is something where you cannot blame a country. It can happen in a broad daylight like this to the night also. It's better to be careful, right? So pickpocketing, it's not a scam, but you got to avoid it. Since I'm speaking of pickpocketing, one of the scam is also very common over here. It's a love scam. Just like Thailand, Philippines also has a beautiful history of prostitution, and lot of girlfriends are there over here. So that's why I see a lot of old foreign tourists over here. Yes, just like Thailand, like I said. And over here, a lot of people will scam you with creating fake profiles in dating apps, making you pay some money over online, and if you get fooled, then that's your problem. This is not a scam for all the people. This is just for specific people who wanted some love when they travel. This is the most important one. This happened to me personally, the local SIM card. Yes, you cannot survive in any foreign country with a local SIM card unless you have a international SIM card that works anywhere. But over here, when you go to the airport, as soon as you arrive in the arrival sections, you will have two mobile operators, Globe and Smart. And no matter what, mostly I feel all the people who are going to stay in Philippines, they won't stay more than 30 days. And the prices are fixed. It's 1200 peso. Just imagine, you can just book a grab on the airport, maybe come to the hotel. There are a lot of malls nearby. Just go to any mobile operator or even a small gadget shop. They will have a local SIM card. All you have to do is do your own registration, which is not going to take more than 5 minutes. If you have a passport, well and good. You just have to fill in some details, and that's all about it. It costs you just 200 peso. So in this, you save around 1000 peso, just like that. I wouldn't call this a scam, but it's a smart way how to save money. So when you're on a tight budget like what I'm doing right now, these are few things which actually matters a lot. So yes, you can spend money on other things, but SIM card, if you're going to stay less than 10 or 15 days, this is the best thing you can do. Just come to the mall, get a local SIM card, and save so much of money in the airport.
So, in the end, Manila is a beautiful city which has lots to offer. From good street food to proper Filipino culture, the people are friendly. Just like any other country, scams do happen, and Manila does have a share of scams. So, this video, I try to cover a lot of scams that's happening to all the tourists over here. If you feel the channel is subscribe worthy, please subscribe. If you like this video, please do like, and what are your thoughts? Do share about it too. Thank you.